Welcome back to the CyberpowerPC Extreme Series Ro8 Invitational. $5,000 prize pool. I'm Leafex, and of course, joining me again is James Bott. We've had 3 matches out of the way, and whew, what a doozy that last one was. C9 almost getting reverse swept by Hollywood Hammers, but our first round of the bracket is not over yet. Up next, we have G2 versus Allegiance, and I also heard there's a bit of a sub coming in for Allegiance here.
Yeah, we have in place of Evolution, we have Bluey, the European player from PSG Esports coming in place of Evolution. We'll see how that impacts their style and their play. Definitely a fantastic sub to have, a team that goes 6-1 in league play for Europe. Bluey, a very respected player in the scene, very young player, had a breakout season this year. So that'll be an interesting substitution.
Yeah, again, sometimes, though, we've seen it, just throwing good players on the roster sometimes don't work out if it doesn't mix in with the synergy of the team. But, I mean, I'm sure Bluey could probably just have a bunch of solo plays on his own here.
Yeah,
but
my question is he still in North America, or did he go back to Europe? I mean, if the ping isn't too terribly bad playing on East servers, but I do
not
wonder.
bad, but could have an effect. But again, they are up against G2, as we said before, this second best placing North American team, and it's not going to be easy to get solo plays through against G2 if these guys are on.
Yep, we know Rizzo is a rock on the back wall. Naps had he was the North American MVP in the RLCS, and Kronovi had a great performance at the World Championship as well. So G2, they performed very well in the World Championship. They performed very well in league play. We'll see if they can continue their online play going here against Allegiance with Bluey in place of Evolution. I don't really know what to expect. I think Seabass, in my opinion, is probably the best player on Team Allegiance, and now they also have an RLCS caliber player in Bluey. It'll be a lot of fun to see these guys play.
This could change predictions. And speaking of, you guys put your predictions in, and I've hit refresh on the page, and this is actually even more lopsided than the C9 one was. 96% think G2 is going to win.
Well, I think people were going off incomplete information there. They did not expect Bluey to be on the roster, so we'll see if that changes any of the predictions from the chat.
Yeah,
I still think G2 is definitely the favorite here. But Bluey,
we're not
he has that solo playability.
Any more mortgage betting we should?
No, I would say now that you've already doubled up, you own 2 houses and 2 cars now. That's when you cash out. Cash out. Give me 10% and cash out.
10% of the house. I get 1 room in the house.
No, I mean maybe they should just sell it and give me 10% of the sale. That's
true.
Fine.
That's true.
Because I don't want to live in someone else's house. That'd be weird.
I'll take the kitchen.
That is the best room in the house.
Yeah. Well, we have game number 1 getting ready now as G2 versus Team Allegiance. As a sub comes in and
140 ping for Bluey.
It is stable though, and that's one of the most important things when it comes to ping.
I see Japanese players playing on the same ping on West servers, so Bluey's gonna have to make it work.
I like the call out from Kronovi.
You good?
Well,
no.
We're gonna see her as G2 already on the attack. Kronovi doing his darndest to get a flick up there for a teammate, but they'll have to rotate back the defense. I also got to give shout-outs to Ty. Ty is just straight 6 sometimes. He can pull off incredible plays himself, so.
One of the few people who actually did interviews with us on Overtime. That was appreciated. Thank you, Ty.
JNAP's opting out for that, and that allows Kronovi to put it on the line. Of course, JNAP's going to come in with one of the easiest goals I think he's ever had.
A good touch there from Kronovi. Kronovi used up all his boost for that. Ty missed his chance to get the save, and JNAP's just going to have a freebie like you're saying.
Solidifies that one. First minute in. G2 now up 1-0 in game number 1 of this best of 5. G2 just getting a lot of good crosses and flow plays out in the box there. We'll see if Allegiance allows that to keep happening as this game moves on.
D-Bash just staying really deep in net, allowing the shot to come in. Does manage to make that save. But already very passive play coming out from Allegiance.
Very, very passive, as you just said. They're still stuck on their own end, unable to break out. They don't seem like they're struggling, but they definitely haven't found any chances down on the other end yet.
Look at all the space that G2 has in the midfield.
Yeah.
Even after missing that ball, they still had time to get control of it. Allegiance cannot give G2 that much space.
Well, this is a chance here. Bluey already upfield. Seabase tries to get Seabass.
It's like making records underwater with Seabase.
It's a singing fish. Oh, that's a chance there. JNap's the last one back. Seabass couldn't get it out. Two and a half minutes left. G2 only up by 1 goal. There's a chance for Allegiance. They're, once again, though, backed off. As you mentioned, very, very passive play, even when they're on offense. Maybe just trying to be too cautious. Get the feelers out and see what G2 is doing. And maybe in the next game, it might change. JNap's flying high, though, just finds that top corner.
Vaporizing that ball. JNap's just getting up, using his wheels to get that low right into the corner. Can't place that much perfectly. A tough shot. I guess when you have as much vaping experience as JNap's, can vaporize the ball from anywhere.
Bluey tries to find a teammate. A pass there from Ty to JNap's. That's going to be a chance for Rizzo. Off the backboard, Kronovi there to greet that one. Ty had to clear it. He does. D-Bass tries to go for that outside touch. It gets moved on the inside by G2 instead. There's the upfield movements we like. D-Bass a little bit off target, though.
Good touch there from JNap's. Again, just complete control on the part of G2. And Kronovi, that was a great backboard read to prevent that shot in. G2 just casually controlling this game.
Almost a dunk there from C. They'll have to move back to midfield. Bluey just keeping the pressure on. Oh, that's going to be a chance there. It's just going to go. He's going to leave it. Rizzo couldn't get any kind of angle on it, and that's going to fall in the net. And now only a 1-goal difference.
Yeah, Kronovi and Rizzo both cheated up there. Rizzo getting caught out of net, and Seabase just puts it over all of the G2 defense.
Hey, you did it too.
I did it because you did it.
Okay.
We'll start it. We'll start a thing.
Was it what? Hello?
Seabase just slapping him right here again off the kickoff.
Slapping a Seabase.
And you can see Kronovi actually should have had that save. He got hung up on the post, and that did not allow him to recover in time and get the save. Kronovi driving up that post caused an opportunity for Seabase to come up. He pounced on it, and just like that, the 2-goal lead eliminated.
With 50 seconds left, that was a good time to do it. Otherwise, you would have been having to rush in a bit more. Get a little antsy, but now they can just play their game, play it slow. Not too slow, though. That's what gave G2 a lot of their opportunities before. You do see them starting to spread out a bit more on the side of Allegiance.
A little bit of Seabass versus JNap's here. Both of the players have 2 goals apiece. But Kronovi gets a piece himself.
There it is. Gets it right past the man himself. Seabass in that can't get that read. I think he tries to pre-jump. He does. Just a little bit off there.
Well,
otherwise he wasn't going to save it.
Yeah, well placed by Kronovi. Putting that one in. Just 17 seconds left. This one potentially in the bag for G2 unless... Ooh. Almost another kickoff goal there.
Still a chance with 5 seconds left. If they can move this one down, that's going to be an opportunity. Just stopped out by Rizzo, and that is likely going to touch the ground. No, off the wall. Ty has a chance. He centers that one there. That's Seabass. Oh my goodness! With 0 seconds left, they bring this one back, and game number 1's going to an overtime.
Seabass got the demo, arcs around, and gets that shot. The 0-second buzzer beater. That's a hat trick for Seabass, and we've got overtime in game 1.
G2 dropping at last second, 0 second for Allegiance to grab another one. JNaps couldn't get that final read, rushing across that goal line. And we're into overtime, game number 1. Good start for Allegiance, especially since they're not the favorite. Nice touch from JNaps. Kronovi gonna doink that one further. Good 50 from Kronovi. Can they keep up the attack, though? Off the backboard, Rizzo will set that one off the backboard yet again. And there's JNaps to finish it off. The 1, 2, 3. And there it is, 30 seconds into overtime. G2 grabs it back.
Kronovi smashing his face into that ball a second time. Set it up for Rizzo, who put it off the backboard for JNaps. Every member of G2 helping make that play happen. And that's a hat trick for JNaps to close out that first game. It looked like G2 was about to stumble and let Allegiance come back and get that steal in game 1, but no, G2 closed it out, so well done.
They did manage to at the end there. Again, Bluey being a little bit quiet, being more a bit of a support. I don't wonder if it's due to that ping, but he is allowing, again, Seabass to really move, like, up the field and get his offense on, I guess.
Yeah, and we're gonna get a new server going. Bluey's 144 ping. Very generous of G2 to allow him to find a new East server, maybe one that's more on the East Coast. But that game number 1, very close. G2 controlled the pace for the start of it. It seemed like Allegiance was just going to lay down. But those 2 quick goals, one of them off the kickoff on a mistake from Kronovi, accidentally driving up the post, which I do a lot.
Yeah, it's the post is the bane of a Rocket League driver's existence.
Well, at least you can see through them now.
That's great.
Thank you to Psyonix for that. I'm so happy for that.
Huge shoutouts.
But yeah, Allegiance, even though that game was forced into overtime, I still think G2 was playing like the superior team. They were sticking it to the Allegiance defense pretty much the entirety of the game. So that if they can just button up those mistakes on defense, they'll be good to go. I think, but I mean, who knows? If Bluey can get good ping, it might be a little bit of a different story as well.
No, you're right. And again, I think that's why he might have been quiet. 144 can be a good number if we're talking about monitors, but generally not ping.
No, you don't want that as ping.
Yeah, no. And consistent ping is good, but like, yeah, it can still affect you. And again, a little bit quieter. It was just kind of that. And maybe that's why they were playing back a little bit. He was a little bit cautious. He didn't want to go for a 50-50 that may have ended up going through his car or anything, right? And so that it could change coming to game number 2, but they still kept it very, very close. Honestly, all 3 of those members on Allegiance stepping up and making sure that they're getting their own plays going as well. And it wasn't just G2 that was having possession of that ball.
Yep. I agree. And I think if we can get that, server, now it's just going to be a hunt for a good server.
The server hunt. Well, in the meantime, let's if anybody is new here and just joined into the Twitch stream, I want to let you know what these guys are playing for too. This is the CyberpowerPC Extreme Series. If you want to get on Twitter, #Extreme Series. I want to see those tweets out there. But let's pull up the prize pool here and take a look at what these guys are working for. $5,000 is the prize pool right now. A very good, just over the weekend prize pool. Third place going to walk away with $750. Second place, $1,750. First place going to grab that 2,500 bones for the CyberPower Extreme Series Rocket League Invitational. So good amount of money. Oh, James, why do we keep casting this? Why are we not like getting invited?
Because we're not good enough.
We can persuade these guys.
We know production. No, we're not. It would be terrible to watch.
That wouldn't be fun at all. Also, if you guys are new to predictions, you can get your predictions in, not anymore for this match because it's already started, but there are prizes, first, second, and third place prizes if you guys get your predictions in. CyberpowerPC.Civo.com. Make sure you guys get your predictions in before every match that it starts. We still have 3 more games after this one. This is not the last game of the day. We're gonna hit 2 lower bracket matches. I think right now down there is Rogue and Hammers will be playing each other, and then Renegades is actually waiting for the loser of this series that we're watching right now to face off against them. So we'll see one of these teams again today, and then we have 1 upper bracket match for you guys to finish the day off.
Yep, lots of Rocket League that will continue on into tomorrow. It's a pretty standard double elimination tournament featuring North America's best squads. For the most part, we don't have NRG, we don't have FlyQuest, a few others, but still very impressive teams. We saw Hollywood Hammers put up one hell of a fight against Cloud9. That was a series to be remembered.
Overtime.
So if you missed that, then you'll want to go and watch that series again.
Yeah, hands down, go back, watch the VOD, tell your friends about it to watch it too, and tell them to be here right now. It's always best to be live watching these games happen, but if we're getting matches like that already in first round, game 5s, overtimes, Cloud9 almost getting reverse swept, then I feel like we have only that much more to look forward to coming into the rest of the upper bracket and the lower bracket for the rest of today and all day tomorrow. So make sure you guys clear your schedules for tomorrow. You want to get in.
It's Sunday. You should be resting.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Just be resting. Bring up the stream. Chill
Sunday
out.
is the day of
pizza,
Rocket League.
Eat some nachos. Whatever your thing is.
How about pizza nachos?
That's what Sundays are made for. Pizza nachos
or nacho. What would be better,
pizza
nachos or nacho pizzas?
No, there's a Mexican pizza or like a taco pizza.
Okay.
But more importantly, we have game 2 of G2 versus Allegiance. Game number 1 went into overtime. Bluey's ping has not changed, so I guess we're just gonna stick with it.
I guess so. It's difficult to find him, and again, you're playing across the pond,
European.
Right?
Yeah, you should just move to the United States.
Yeah, we got. Well, I was gonna show NA bias, but I can't legitimately say we got the best teams because NA didn't win.
RLCS. Yeah, RLCS for this.
Oh, Ty, can you do this? JNaps just has to miss it. That was the key part there, is just has to miss it, which JNaps is not known for.
Now you got me hungry talking about.
I know. I'm thinking the same thing.
Fortunately, all the viewers can go grab a snack.
Don't do it yet, though. Wait till the break.
It'd be tough to cast and eat at the same time.
Yeah, someone please bring food to my door. I'll give you a black market decal.
Hot Pockets.
D2 trying for an attack right now. That's going to be a counter one from Ty. Ty's been moving up on offense a lot more than we saw in the first game, and I think he's been a little more confident now in his teammates and in their play style. We just have to see them generate something. Right now, G2 has been on attack. What a Goomba Stomp there on Seabass from Kronovi. Can he get back in time? No. Seabass is going to turn around. Look at this. Seabass gets Goomba Stomp by Kronovi, and I thought for sure that was going to end up in a goal there as Rizzo was coming in, but the turnaround, and Seabass going to capitalize.
And Kronovi almost was able to put that one high, but we see Allegiance getting that first strike.
Three minutes left now, and a goal up. Allegiance just has to keep it. Looking for each other. Seabass with power. That's exactly what they need to do. 2 goals into the lead within 10 seconds, I think it was. And G2 looking to pull back.
Yeah, wow. All Seabass had to work with was one pad. JNaps was making his way back there. He was hurting on boost as well, but Ty just had a spectacularly placed pass for Seabass to finish off. Well done by Allegiance. And now a 2-goal lead just 2 minutes in.
Wow, almost a 3-goal lead. And there it is. Again, a mistake on defense. That's twice now that G2 is overcommitted when they didn't have someone back.
Yeah, JNaps trying to get back, but again, 0 boost for him.
We'll see. G2 did take the first game. It was very close. Into overtime, 31 seconds in. And now they're finding themselves down 3 goals with 2.5 minutes left in game number 2. Oh, Kronovi does get over 1. No finish, though. JNaps reading that a little bit wrong, and that will be a turnaround. Do it, please. He's still got his jump. I don't know what he's going to do with it, but he still has
Nothing. Nothing is the answer.
Oh, no. Overcommit. And that's exactly almost all 4 goals so far have been overcommitting from both teams now.
You could see Ty and Seabass both getting sucked in for that one. Rizzo just had to pounce on it. Ty totally expecting Seabass to at least get a touch. Now 2-goal differential, plenty of time left for G2 to come back.
Touch of JNaps, the pop, Rizzo's there. Double tap, maybe. Oh, he's going for the read instead. That's going to set down. No one there to follow it up, though. His teammates did back off, and that's going to give Allegiance another few seconds to think about their day and try to get this ball moved down the field. They are up 2 goals, but they're stuck on defense now. G2 could bring it back around and to a 1-goal difference. The Legions can't break out of their own end. There's the push forward. Bluey, probably not enough boost to get a touch on this. Actually didn't drop where I think he expected it. Hard touch from Bluey. Kronovi wants to put it to the side. Ty's going to do it for him. All 3 Allegiants are back and ready for this attack.
Good backward pass. Oh, Rizzo just misread that one. Was too far ahead of it.
And now Ty has a chance. There's no one in net, but he has no boost as well. And he flipped the wrong way on that wall pop out there.
Oh, wide open net.
Woo. Yep. Seabass going to be able to capitalize on that one. 3-goal lead now again. This G2 looking a little bit rough. JNaps, some of his touches and reads are just a little bit off.
And Bluey just did a phenomenal job of forcing this pressure. He came in to get that hit and just challenge JNaps there. But Seabass, that's his 2nd hat trick. Averaging 1 hat trick per game. Seabass doing everything he can to get keep Allegiance in this series.
Now, never mind. It's too far behind. You probably don't remember it anymore. I was going to ask a question.
I mean, hey, you know, I've got a memory like
up there. You know, Ty was falling down with the ball, but he was out of boost. And he straightened his car out to make it look like he was going to land. Now, do you think it would have been better to follow it and make it look like you have boost? To keep back at bay the attack from your opponents? Or just fall straight like you did?
Yeah, I don't remember the play.
Yeah, I figured. That's why I wasn't going to ask the question.
But I'm
20
glad
seconds.
you asked.
What was that?
I'm glad you asked.
13 seconds left. I don't think 3 goals are happening for G2. They're going to have to look to game at number 3. As we're going to be tied up 1 apiece now. G2 versus Allegiance. Allegiance looking pretty good, but at the same time, G2 fumbling a little bit, and maybe not the G2 we're used to.
Yeah, they had some opportunities there to put some in. Rizzo misread that one by Kronovi that was put out into the middle off of the sidewall. So some decent chances, but JNaps was just left alone on defense with no boost too many times. Got scored on. Seabass, just a great striker, finishing his opportunities. Ty doing an awesome job of setting him up. We saw the 12 boost play from him where Ty passed it across field and he just launched it into the net. Allegiance looking good in game 2. So, you know, if they can keep playing like this, I would not be surprised to see him give G2 a run for their money.
Yeah, again, I mean, like, it really all, I guess, hinges on G2 stepping up and killing off any of these wall touches, it seems like, coming from Team Allegiance. They're doing really well off the wall, making sure they're getting control at the midfield, and they're giving no space to G2, and maybe G2 thought they'd have more, but it's, again, JNaps, a couple of touches on him. I just saw we're a little off. That one time we had Rizzo overcommit, and it was just an easy shot for Seabass. You know, it's just those communication bits for G2 as well. If they can tighten it up, we can see a much closer series. But you're right, Allegiance has a chance to take this.
Yeah, I think
if they don't tighten
whoever wins this game, I think is going to go on to win the series. This is a very important game. Very high scoring series from Seabass in particular. We'll see if he can get another hat trick this game, scoring a hat trick in games 1 and 2.
Game number 3 now, 1-1. 15 seconds into this game, we have chances for G2. Probably reading that one well off the wall. Louis gonna wait for this dribble from J-Naps. It does go in the favor of J-Naps though, as he gets behind it, so it ends up going over the top of Bluey.
A miss hit really there well from Kronovi. Kronovi wanted to put that down into the middle for one of his teammates. Ooh, good backward pass.
Chance. Oh, Feels backflip for Rizzo. He's going to have to rush back because the demo came out as well. That's going to be no one home. J-Naps taken out of the field right now by Ty, and that solidifies the first goal.
Yeah, and you said it. That Feels side flip, man, from Rizzo. That set up this counterattack, and Seabass is not going to miss that one. And just like that, Allegiance take the lead in Game 3.
Patience from Rizzo there, allow Kronovi to send that up. Oh, but he doesn't give it to Rizzo. Instead, he bangs that one off the backboard. I mean, J-Naps having to clear that one. Rizzo, good touch. There's Bluey, though. Seabass already waiting. Does Ty up the field as well? He is. There it is. The three-man push up, but no finish. Now a chance for G2, as I'm sure Allegiant's going to be fiending for some boost right now. Louis got boosted up, but he puts that in the wrong spot. Seabass forced to clear that one to the side. One of missed touches from both teams. Good read there by Ty.
The offense has definitely seemed to be struggling a little bit for G2. They've had those bounces off the backboard for them to have some quality shots, but they're just misreading the bounce and just not able to even strike the ball. So we'll see if G2 can tighten that up. Rizzo in particular, I think, has had a couple chances where he just couldn't get the miss or couldn't get the read.
Kronovi trying for a tricky play, solo play himself there. It's not going to work out. We'll get stolen away by Ty. 2.5 minutes left. Allegiance still sits up 1 goal in this series. That could go in if a read comes out. Kronovi tries to. There's a touch from J-Naps. Rizzo waiting patiently. Looked like he really wanted to get involved in that play, but opted out instead, knowing his teammates wouldn't be able to get back before him.
3v1. Rizzo going for the bump. And that was well played by Ty there. He was in a 3v1 situation and still managed to win the ball and
come out on top.
Downfield.
Pulling out his inner fire burner.
90-10s.
90-10s, baby. Ooh, that's a touch. I mean, yeah, it is a touch, but it wasn't one on target.
Yeah, the net was wide open there. If you put that on net, there was no one there to save it.
That's going straight down, I think. That should be there, yeah. Kronovi read that one. Struggle here for both teams to really do anything with the ball. Ooh, Rizzo with the chance now. That's going to be a mistake on the defense for Allegiance as it gets popped out, I think, by Ty. Sends it straight out to Rizzo, who's just waiting patiently.
Yeah, Rizzo not going to misread that one. Comes in and just blasts it into the side of the net. Well done by him, just remaining patient, just waiting to see if that ball pops out. And it looked like Seabass even got hit a little bit and wasn't able to even jump for that save. So good patience from G2.
Touch up to Bluey. Can he get that one centered again for Ty? He can't. All three of G2 moving in. Making sure Ty sees a lot of blue there and says, be intimidated, get out of our end. Chance there, off the backboard, crossbar. Bluey will put it away. That second in, couldn't get there in time. Maybe a chance.
That bump from Kronovi as well.
Yeah, I saw that, but Seabass. What? It's so difficult. Was back in time.
On a good read there from Rizzo, getting that dunk. Didn't really bounce well for him. Oh, and he was able to leave that boost for Kronovi.
Oh my goodness, almost stealing that one. Past the defender, off the crossbar. No.
Crossbar.
No finish there. What? Where's the defense? What just happened to Allegiance? They all just leave the scenario, and JNAP's gonna thread that one between them.
Seabass just flipped out of the play, and Bluey ran into Seabass. It was just pure chaos on the defense of Allegiance there, and the continued shooting pressure from G2. That's what broke them right there. And now we're gonna see almost a kickoff goal, but still G2, I thought they were not gonna walk away with a goal, just hitting crossbar and post time and time again.
There's a goal though. Yeah, JNAP's turned that around with 18 seconds left. Allegiance's dreams of game number 3 being in their hands is starting to fall apart.
Yeah, great placement from JNAP's. Rizzo actually had to jump early to dodge being bumped and was able to get to that ball and pass it over to JNAP's, and JNAP's just shot that wonderfully into the net. Didn't even need to have that good a placement, but still just making it look easy.
Why 9 seconds left, all they can ask for is at least one more consolation goal. Doesn't look like that's gonna happen. As JNAP sets that one down on the ground, and they take game number 2, which puts themselves at match point, and you called whoever took this one is likely to take the entire series.
Yeah, this one was very, very one-sided. You can see they're 12 shots to just 3. A shooting clinic for G2. And they missed a decent amount of those shots as well, even though 7 saves on Allegiance. I wish that we could see how many of their shots hit crossbar or post.
Yeah, no, that needs to be a stat. If we can detect that it hits that post.
And also note that every player of in the series or in the game right now said GG except for Rizzo. So you got to wonder, you know, is there some beef there?
Or he's just not happy with his play style. I know sometimes when I'm tilted at myself.
I don't know. He has a goal and an assist. Why isn't it a GG?
I don't know. Maybe he's busy.
I thought it was a good game. And now with that win 3-1 in game number 3, G2 is up 2-1 in the series. Just have to win one more to close it out. And I said it. I strongly believe that G2 is going to close it out right here after winning that game 3.
I think Leth is tilted at it. Apparently, he never says GG.
He never says GG.
Yeah, apparently.
Come on, Rizzo. I mean, who can I can't really talk though. Sometimes I don't say it either.
Yeah. Rushing a match. Sometimes it's habit just to leave.
But this certainly will be a good game.
Yep.
As Allegiance has their back to the wall, fighting to stay in that upper bracket, but G2 looking to send them down, and they can do just that with a victory here in game 4.
Ooh, almost a nice redirect there from Seabass. Good recovery from JNAPs. Almost gets that in front of the net for his teammate. Came flying in.
So much
explosions everywhere. I'm not sure what was happening. All right, that works, I guess. JNAPs with another one past 2. That's going to be a goal. Incredible setup from JNAPs, the catalyst on that play.
The Canadian catalyst missed his backflip there, but then does get that flip past that other defender for Kronovi, beating 2 out of the 3 defenders. JNAP's doing a great job setting up Kronovi on that shot.
First goal up in the under 40 seconds now in game number 4.
Another
weird
goal.
Pop-up from
Maybe.
Bluey. Oh, that's going to be a chance. You saw Kronovi waiting patiently in the box there. Allegiance needs to try to gather their senses here on defense and get this ball moving downfield together instead of just trying to hit the ball.
Oh, what a set and shot.
I don't.
JNAP's Kronovi connection is real right now.
Yeah, I don't think
coming off the wall to put that down for Kronovi.
That last defender, Ty, had no idea that Kronovi was coming from that far side at all. And that's why those flank shots are so dangerous. Because as a defender, you just have to guess where that's coming from.
And JNAP's just waiting on the wall like a crouching tiger. And he pounced.
control from Rizzo. We'll take this across. Can he get the boost? No. We'll move in and let Kronovi get that one off the wall instead. Oh, that's going to be a chance. No one's back. That should be a goal. Oh, no. I think a power shot may have been a better option there.
I think Kronovi was in position to handle a power shot. Seabass tried to do something a little surprising, maybe catch Kronovi off guard, but
yeah,
good defense there by Crow.
Absolutely. Heads up play from Kronovi to keep that one out, eh?
I would say so, eh?
Get out of here.
Sorry.
Sorry, bud. Ooh, Seabass has a teammate. Ground pinch not strong enough. Time Bluey will back off. Janap should have a card clear here. Ooh, the cut in from Ty. A little bit wide. Didn't know what he was trying to do with that one. Bluey gets that ball put underneath him as he jumps a little bit too early. B2 playing a strong defense now. And that's all they have to do with 2.5 minutes left and 2 goals up. All they have to do is make sure Allegiance doesn't score.
Good idea there from Kronovi, trying to set up Rizzo. G2 having all the pressure right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Allegiance using up all their boosts, just trying to keep the ball out of net. We'll see how long they can manage.
Oh, that could have been, yeah. I don't think JNAP's expected that miss, though.
But you gotta, if you're gonna be in that position, you've got to play.
You're right.
Miss. But definitely surprised him there.
All the pressure still coming out, has not let up. Good touch there from Kronovi.
Oh my goodness.
And a
airstrike.
Just bringing down the pain on Ty. Good control from Seabase. Seabass.
D-Base.
D-Base.
I'm just imagining a bass guitar in the shape of a fish.
I want this. Oh, that should be a goal now.
Almost went for that wave dash dribble.
Yeah, it was a little bit odd. I think he just want to get fancy. They're already up 2 goals. They don't need another one. It will still help, but I guess now's the time to get highlight goals if you're going to.
Again, just the number of shots heavily in favor of G2. Only 2 shots for Allegiance so far. But we've got 9 for G2.
That might be it. 40 seconds left. G2 just putting on a clinic right now. They are not letting up. And they are all over the field. I think they're warmed up.
Yeah, they're just beating Allegiance to every ball. That one going off both posts before deciding to plop in the net.
And
oh no, Kronovi got credit for that goal. So it wasn't even Rizzo. Crow comes in and punches that one in. But yeah, just that's a hat trick for Kronovi. This whole game in favor of G2. It just seemed like Allegiance has been playing defense the whole time. They haven't been able to get really anything going on the offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm. And it's difficult. I'm just hoping, again, G2 looking like they're warmed up, but I'm hoping Allegiance is warmed up as they do have to play another one now, as they are going to be knocked down into the lower bracket by G2. And I'm hoping that they can get themselves sorted out for the next one. It did fall apart a bit. G2 will move on as they knock Allegiance to that lower bracket and keep themselves that extra life. A little bit sloppy. I think both teams had a little bit off moments during the series, but G2 ended up coming out on top. And you called it too. Whoever took that third game was going to end up taking the series overall, and they did.
Absolutely. And JNAP's some great passing plays. Him and Kronovi connected in this game multiple times. And it was some really good passing plays. JNAP's hiding along the side of the wall, putting one down to Kronovi. Just in the end, G2 stepped it up, playing at a different pace. And maybe it was the ping for Bluey. Maybe it was the fact that, Bluey isn't the starter, but it just seemed like Allegiance was struggling, especially in this last game, to have any kind of cohesive offense, or even just getting out of their own half. They were struggling to just clear the ball. So G2 that, maybe the favorite team in North America. They came out, they did what they had to. 3-1 victory, and they're moving on in the upper bracket.
Absolutely. And again, it's so difficult sometimes to have another player that you're not used to jump into your roster. And hopefully they can sort it again, because they are down in the lower bracket now, and they do have matches upcoming. So game number 1 down in the lower bracket is going to end up being, we said it before, I think it was Rogue. No, sorry, what was it again?
I think our first, or the next match is going to be Rogue versus Hammers. So, and then Rogue versus Elysian. So we're going to have the Rogue going up against the Hollywood Hammers. Rogue, they have Justin subbing in place of Insolences. They played well their first series. It went all the way to game 5 against Applesauce, also known as Fibion, but they're no longer with Fibion. So that was a good series. And then Hammers played in the best series that we saw, and one of the better series that I've seen in a long time, and almost getting that reverse sweep versus Cloud9. So it's going to be interesting to see how they bounce back. I would say Rogue's still the favorite in that series just based on RLCS performances, but Hammers looked spectacular against Cloud9.
Well, again, don't go anywhere, guys. We have a lot of exciting matches to come up. I want to give a shout out there to, again, the sponsors, Amazon, Intel, Western Digital, NVIDIA, and MSI for making this happen. $5,000 tournament put on by CyberpowerPC. This is the second one they've done now. Hashtag Extreme Series on Twitter. I want to see your tweets. I want to see if you got any good ones. I want to read them out. Let us know your predictions, ! Predictions. You guys can win prizes courtesy of CyberpowerPC. So predict this next game. The predictions stop the second that those players hit the field. So make sure you guys get them in. I'm excited to see you guys have. So far, it looks pretty even. We'll call out what you guys actually have afterwards, though. But pretty even now. Rogue, Applesauce. Coming up. No, that's not it. I'm
Rogue
so
Hammers.
Rogue Hammers. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong things. Rogue Hammers coming up next. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.